Good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome back to Edenia. My name is Clown, and we're playing some more Reassembly. Thanks to a tip from Super Mirza, I have found a way to put these on firewall and them actually saving, which looks a bit more like this. Fire in large bursts, and same with the railgun. You can deal a lot of damage in one shot, which is great because it's a sniper weapon. Speaking of which, this one will be left on ripple fire because we need just continuous fire from that one, and we can fire these in between, which is great. Look at that. Here's a couple of enemies, so we can blast this one. Only downside is it's very hard to hit, especially on bigger distances, larger distances. Even though it's a large distance weapon, it will not fire very accurately because everything moves in space. That's one of the rules, I guess. We've got a massive fleet though. We don't really need to worry about deploying our weapons on the small enemies. We can just send in some interceptors which we can spawn indefinitely. Now this one, as you can see, I decimated it with just one blast from the railguns, which is great. It's especially useful against space stations, I assume. Let's just have a bit of a float around, and let's just make sure that we get these small fellas. There is another agent up there, another player-made fleet, and we'll definitely be sure to... Oh shit, that's a big one. There it goes. There it goes. Come on. I think it's dead. That was a bit hectic, really. Very hectic, actually. It will just pop out another space station. We'll get a bit of credit every time we release a space station because it can't follow us, so we automatically sell it. If we are ever in dire need of credit, we can also just click any old spaceship and dismiss them from our fleet, which is nice. At least we've got a couple of credits. We could follow up on this agent. Look where it takes us. There are some resources flying around, don't mind if I do. There's a couple of little guys. We easily hook them in with our interceptors following around everywhere. They are getting a bit annoying, so I will refrain from spawning a lot more, or I will sell some interceptors because they're good company, don't get me wrong, but there's just so many of them. There we go. Doing a bit of damage. The flak guns moving in. Flak guns are great because they fire in bursts as well, and they will always target the nearest enemy. So that's what I love about the flak guns. We need a couple more to spawn the space station. We want space stations littered everywhere, really. Just because it's very, very helpful to have some spawning ground. Every space station you build, you will be able to spawn around it when you die, so that's great. Oh dear, that's a big one. We don't have enough energy to... that's another downside of this ship as well. There's a lot to ship engineering, a lot more than you think. Because one of the downsides is that when we deploy the flak guns, I can't really deploy the railguns. Just now we don't use a lot of the flak guns, so we can deploy the railguns easily, all at the same time. Just one big blast. But if we don't, if we have a lot of flak guns around us ready to go, then we will have less energy, so we need more energy to build anything useful, really. There we go. We can probably kill it in one shot. No, we don't have enough power to kill it in one shot. Oh, look at that. It's red Tetris blocks. That is great. We'll just bump into some of them. They are explosive Tetris blocks, which I did not expect. It's good to know. There we go. That was one blast to the dome in order to kill any of these blocky, odd-looking spaceships. I I don't know if I like them or not. At least they die rather quickly. That's something at least. Speaking of space, I am going to do a lot of space-oriented games. I would love to play some Minecraft Galacticraft. We're going to do that as one of our main series on this channel. I also love to play some Kerbal Space Program. That will be something else, really. I've done a small series of Kerbal Space Program on the Dutch channel, but I have very little faith that I remember everything I did back then. It's quite a complicated game and rather hard to master. It's easy to get into, and it's quite easy to learn the mechanics, but to actually utilize the mechanics, that's the hard part. These are the player characters, and they are rather well, they how shall I put it? They're rather pink. They are rather pink. They don't seem to be that big of a deal. Jeez, that's a bit of a tongue breaker. We'll just try to railgun this guy. Let's try to predict his path. That one's dead. There we go. With some more. Oh, we'll just deploy a spaceship right in their faces. A space station. Very sorry. There is another one of these. And that's the boss man. Looks a bit like a Metroid. I don't know if you remember Metroid Prime or Metroid, any Metroid game for that matter, but we will try to decimate him. Oh, there we go. We have destroyed this player. So now this area is ours, and I don't mind one bit. I love it, actually. There you go. We do need to have a bit more sideways thrust. As you can see, we are flaunting about and not really being able to steer this can be a huge issue. There we go. We'll just kick it off. There we go. More resources. Always adding more resources, which is great. We can just keep on spawning. While we're at it... Oh, there's another big one. Jeez. We are very terrible at turning. And it really shows if you're into these deep space battles. You really need to be able to turn. We just got destroyed. Luckily, we've got a very large fleet near. And they will not follow us anymore, which is a bit of a shame, but they will provide our backup, which is great. I don't know what just happened, but that one killed us pretty badly. We do need to work on actually performance. Performance is going to be an issue. So let's stick some of these on these guns. That will help a bit. Let's also stick a couple of these on these guns. And now we need to acquire some additional P, but we can do it. We can actually do this. We'll have some more even. This is looking great. This is looking fine. Do we need some inward thrusters? I don't know. I really don't know. These look too offset. I don't know how to express my feelings about this one. We could always just, you know what? Just stick them here. Just be sure to provide a little bit of thrust inwards. These thrusters on the side will really help a lot. I guess that this spaceship will be able to actually turn better. Oh yeah, there we go. That is a lot better. If you don't mind, I would love to have some of these resources to build up my fleet once more. And there's an abandoned space station over here. We can conquer this one easily, I guess. Oh yes. These red factions, they don't know what hit them. Boom. Oh, that's great. That's very great. And oh, this is the square apartment building spaceships again. They have got a lot of drones, which are very, very annoying. There we go. 3 more interceptors. We're just spawning the interceptors like there's no tomorrow, and just plopping down another space station. Oh, what is this? These are rather odd. I don't know what to think of this, really. I do know that we'll deploy some more interceptors to help us with this one, but it's rather big and we're eating into it slowly. I don't even know if we're... it's still alive. It's very much still alive. There we go. Oh, that's a bit loud, isn't it? Okay, these buildings, they are quite interesting, but I don't know if we really want to mess all that much with them. Because I don't really see us attacking these efficiently. Not really, at least. This one's apparently dead. This one's been severed from its base. There are resources to be had, but this seems more like farming than anything. These are defenseless. Oh god. Well, I think I'll just leave them alone. I'll grab this one instead, the bat. That looks like a fun little craft. Come here. It is quite nimble, isn't it? That's the thing, when you start to build bigger spaceships, you'll just need to accept that you're not as nimble anymore. Alright, we'll plop down a space station just over here, just to dominate this area. And I guess we'll just continue on, and let's just fly over to this wormhole and see if there's anything oppressing us from going in. Oh, there's a bit of a... Oh, great. I did not want to fight these at all. Now I see I have to. And I was stuck. I was trapped and stuck, and now I'm dead. Alright. Well, this seems to be going all too well. If we can just make sure to bring a couple of resources in here, then we can actually provide the station with some ships to help it out first. There we go. That was a big boom, and this time around I think we're really eating into it. Unless we... Oh yeah, we survived that one. The space station didn't, however, which is a big shame. Oh, those proton swords, they really do pack a punch, but luckily we do as well. So let's have some interceptors protecting us from the incoming fights. There we go, 3 interceptors just trotting around in space. These little ones, they are really not the problem, but the real problem is there's usually a lot of little ones, and you do need some interceptors, or any old spaceship for that matter. You do need some backup. You can't just be on your own all the time, because if you're all alone all the time, you need to focus on every spaceship, which is just not doable. These big ones, I can tear the shields down quite easily, but they regenerate so damn fast. That one's mincemeat though. Oh, look at that, there's another one. The railgun's really great for taking down the shields. Look at that, with just one blast, all the shields are down, we can get to the core, but we don't have that much in terms of firepower. This spaceship is quite lacking, but it's doing very well. But it's lacking. It's lacking in a lot of places. We'll just spawn a spaceship here just to mess with them. A space station. I keep saying spaceship when I mean space station. At least we can spawn right next to it now. I think... Oh no, the factory's been blown off. Well, that's a bit of a shame. There we go. We just spawned on the other side of the galaxy. With no fleet and no resources at all. And there's no plants around either. It's a bit of a shame. We need to be a war colony right now. We have no choice. We cannot be a passive farming colony because everything is gone. This area has been farmed to pieces. Here's a spaceship of ours, which is great. And there's also a couple of these bad boys just lying around. There we go. Just a couple of blasts will tear these buildings down, which is great. There used to be a thing I did is when you just blow down the bases of these buildings, the rest will come flying into space. They will actually start rebuilding on other rocks. It's a very smart AI system. We are getting lasered like there's no tomorrow. We need to skit. We need to get out of here ASAP. The droids or the probes or whatever you like to call them, they are doing a fair number on me. Let's see if I can. Yes, I can. There's too many back thrust and not enough backwards thrust, if you know what I mean, on this ship. These guys, they are actually enemies. They are plants, but they're actually enemies. Just look at that. We are getting pelted in seeds, and those seeds, they are very, very annoying. Not just only annoying, but dangerous as well. And I think these can even grow on your ship, so that you will have a permanent enemy stuck to your ship, which is not the best. There we go. We can handle a couple of these, but as soon as we enter one of those seeds minefields, then we're done for. The shields do seem to keep up though, which is great. Let's have an interceptor, just one. Just one interceptor for now. There is another player just around the corner. I don't know if we can take him, but at least we can try. There he is. It's kind of a light green hue of light coming off. These don't look too impressive. Let's see if we can snipe that one. No, we couldn't. We couldn't snipe that one. Oh, there we go. It's got proton swords. It's got very big lasers. It's not a very big fleet, and we'll be easily taking it. There we go. We have done it. For now, I think we'll just get rid of the excess spaceships. There we go. Come on, push it. The big weakness of these swords is you have to be oriented right, and if you lose a couple of thrusters, you can easily get disoriented. So we can plonk down a couple of spaceships, even a space station, and we're dead, but I hope this one actually gets protected. No, it doesn't. We have to navigate the minefield once more just to get there. So we'll just discover some other parts of the galaxy for now. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this. I will keep on playing this for a bit until we start on the main series. People have asked me what I want to do. I really want to do Prison Architect, and I'm going to do some other Minecraft videos as well. I'll probably do some modded Minecraft. But for now, Reassembly, I'll keep uploading this on the current schedule. The main series will be on Mondays and Fridays. I will explain later what my schedule is going to be in full detail, but for now, let's just say the Minecraft days. No, the Mondays and the Fridays will be when you can expect a video at least. The rest will be added extra on odd days because I still got a 40-hour job. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, it really helps. If you didn't like the video, you can leave a dislike as well. It doesn't help, but at least you're being honest on the internet, and that's at least something. With that, I'm going to say thank you for watching, and see you all next time.